taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
With a start here to the ball game, you get the good kick return, followed by a quick first down through the air. If this defense isn't careful, they might be looking at a deficit before they know what hit them.
On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Mahomes now to throw. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They'll run for it with Pacheco. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And his pass incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelce. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Toss right side to Pacheco. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go play action here on 1st down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 6-0 our score after 1. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Ready. 19.
Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The rookie from Texas looking sharp on that throw. He gets his guys a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Shut up. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Back to throw here. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, a 23-yard run. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
1st down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
A gain of 21 yards.
Now it's Mahomes again. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on it.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
First throw now for the backup Tua Tagovailoa. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Tua, the final shot before half. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. They've hit it. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. He may go. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Sets up first down and goal.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Stopped and handed a loss by Willie Gay that time.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquise Brown, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Mahomes will throw for it. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
That's into the hands of Worthy. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal at the 5.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 30-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
Jaden Hicks there defensively.
On play action, here's Tua. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line.
17 yards. And the Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard
2 minutes left to
line.
play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's first and 10. Now Tua. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Nick Bolton. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Here comes second down. Throwing Tua. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back at their own 17. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's second and 10.
Yellow.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. On play action, it's Mahomes. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up fourth.
A loss of 9 yards. 3 and out.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taking on the midfield logo. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here's first and 10.
Get set.
Here's Tua. This one thrown underneath to Achane.
Complete to Devon Achane. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 41.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is